The controller in charge of Apapa Customs Command has commended his officers for a job well done. He made the commendation in Lagos when he said that the command had generated a total of 110.2 billion naira in the first quarter of 2020. He speaks more on the export side of his generation. The controller also says that Nigerian Customs Service will continue to implement all measures as approved by the management of Nigerian Customs Service.
That is more. If you compare 2018, 2019, and 2020, you discover that we've made great achievement in the command. Because if you compare what was generated first quarter 2019 and what was generated 2020 first quarter, you discover that we have surpassed that one with about 15.4 billion. Despite the pandemic and the disruption of economic activities. And I will attribute that to the strategies we put in place and the hard work. That was what brought this achievement. This quarter, that is January alone, we seized about 84 containers with a duty paid value of 11.5 billion, which is almost the total of our seizures in 2019, because the duty paid value of the seizures of 2019 was 12.5 billion. They contain various items. We have drugs, we have used items like used clothing, we have tomato paste, we have rice and other items. I want to say that the CG always gives us whatever we require in terms of encouragement, logistics, and he is ever ready to give any assistance in the course of discharging our duty. And that we make use of the system we have to do profiling, and it's through this profiling that we are able to generate more revenue. For example, you have a declaration where the declarant will declare something else, but because of our targeting and profiling, using the country of origin and all that, we'll be able to detect before even physical examination that something is fishy. You cannot claim to import an item from China, for example, that is not made in China. For example, somebody declared that he is importing dates from China. From that, you'll be able to know that the person is not telling the truth. You get dates from the Middle East, not from China. So in the process, we waited for the examination to take place and discover a different thing entirely. We are in need of revenue. The country needs revenue. So in that aspect, there is no need for us to say we are seizing it, despite the fact that it's wrong declaration and it amounts to seizure according to laws. But because we want to generate revenue, we discovered that since the person decided to declare a different item entirely, he's trying to dodge, because the real content in the container happens to be wine. And you know wine has tax. Apart from the main duty, it has a levy. So he wants to dodge away from paying that levy. So instead of seizing it, we just issue a DN with penalty, and the levy is trying to dodge away from. So you see, through that we are able to generate revenue more to the government.